Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Skies of Arcadia. We have one more discovery to make before we head into Maramba. We don't need to do this right now because this is a required discovery. Like I said, this is a discovery we have to find, but I like to go here at this point because you get a little bit of extra dialogue if you do, so I like it. Here it is. You can see this thing, it's a visible discovery, one we gotta find. Go up to it today. Hey, it's the Temple of Pirin that Fina was talking about. Cool. Awesome. This is where the red moon crystal is buried. Great, let's just go. But Drachma wants us to go to town. Okay. Doesn't matter, I guess. Yeah, so Drachma just wants to go to town. We gotta respect him. It's his ship after all, and he's been kind enough to take us on this trip that he didn't want, so, you know. Yeah, like I said, I feel kind of bad for Drachma. I mean, the guy just wants to catch a whale, you know what I mean? Just let the guy catch his whale. Let's talk to this ship up here. Yeah, so let's talk to this ship, see what he has to say. Yay! Thanks. Yeah, it seems like everybody kind of wants us to go to Maramba. Well, it doesn't seem like such a bad plan. Let's talk to this other guy here. I'll get into another random encounter on my way, but that's fine. We need the levels. South African Ocean traveling through is almost impossible. Yeah, that was where all those tornadoes were in the last episode where I found some of those discoveries. Yeah, he's right. We can't go through there yet. Yeah, Fina died in that battle. Poor Fina. She's a sad character, but she has all these healing spells. Just use them. So, anyway, I knew that would happen. Get into a random battle on the way to Maramba, but here we are, finally! One thing I did not do was go to Sailor Island and talk to the mystery merchant, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it is possible to find him here. So that should be our next goal. Yeah, where did the captain go? Oh, terrific. Oh, well, I'm not that surprised by this, but it's sort of a dick move. Yeah. You know, you could have at least hooked us up with somebody who'd be willing to hang out with us, but thank you, yes. Exactly. Well. Fair enough, I guess. Rude. Rude. Why would he listen to you after that? Yeah, well, that's a real bummer. Luckily, this is a port, so, hey. Right. Exactly. Drachma left the party again. Truly a shock. Hey, luckily though, he left his moonstone with us. I always thought that was a little bit weird. You know, he gave us like one of the moonstones. I think it was the blue moonstone. And he just like, yeah, whatever, dude. Like, you guys can have it. Straight up, you own it now. Whatever. Anyway, so we're now in Maramba. We're stuck here. We might as well explore it. The first thing we want to do is just enter this building here. And this building will have the mystery merchant. I got really lucky. Hello. Yep. He actually has stuff only he sells, which is pretty nice. The main things we want are these Crystallis boxes. As you can see, they have the 7 or 8 charges of Crystallis, which is a relatively high-level purple spell. This basically allows us to not really worry too much about having purple magic in the next area, even though a lot of enemies are weak to it. I'm going to buy about 4 of these. 3 is probably enough, but I'm going to get 4 just in case. We also can look at what he has here. This stuff is pretty decent. This Thermo Ring can be useful in the next area if you need it, because it will increase resistance to red attacks. And this is a pretty good thing for Ica that I'm actually gonna buy because I don't have anything for her. So that just was a straight upgrade, so whatever. Bought it. Done. And the gold shouldn't be a big problem for us, and I'll show you why. If you did what I did in the last episode, you should be able to talk to this guy And now everybody, now that we're Vice the Respected, which we gained by, I guess, fighting a bunch of random battles, that guy's recognized us. And critically, we got all these discovery things, so we got a lot of money to get. Yeah, okay. We got very little, but everything else, man, they're pumped about this. 700, 680, 280, even the Temple of Perrin, he's like, what? How did you find this thing that's just obviously in the middle of the desert? Star Sand, Maroon Isle, for some reason only gives us 400, even though it's actually pretty hard to find. Mirage Island, yeah, we got a lot of money. We just basically got all our money back from all that. And let's see what he can buy, if he has any info to buy. Basically, if you see any info to buy here, that means you should really focus on it, because Domingo will get it relatively quickly if you don't. Anyway, we have plenty to do here. There's another wanted battle here. Rupee of the Larso clan. Interesting. He looks pretty threatening, actually. He says he's in Maramba. Okay, that's bad. We're in Maramba. We don't want to mess with him. So we can talk to him. Yeah, we were left behind our ship. No one has a ship available. Fair enough. Beautiful new dancer at the tavern. Okay, well, we can check her out, I guess. Yep. Unfortunately for us, the ship parts merchant here isn't very helpful. You know, he wishes to show us a new weapon called a torpedo, which is actually pretty good, but because we don't have the ship, we can't buy it. I really, really, really recommend you have upgraded your ship in Sailor's Island like I did earlier, because we aren't able to do that, and we have to actually fight one of the hardest ship battles in the entire game before we're able to upgrade it here. There's a moonfish, by the way. And I'm having camera issues for some reason. Anyway, not a huge deal. An interesting looking ship over here. Let's check it out. Oh, I guess we can't. Oh well, this looks very, I guess, Arabian. Deserty. I always think of Arabians as being the main people who live in a desert, but it's really not accurate. I mean, there's a ton of people who live in like the Sahara Desert, the Gobi Desert, and all these places, but man, everything Arabian sure has infiltrated our society, huh? Or at least our imagination. It's interesting. Anyway, this is sort of the main area of Maramba, and it's pretty fun to look around. There's a ton of cool stuff to get here and to look around. So, we want to do that. First thing we want to do is go into the inn, because boy, we need to go to the inn. We sure spent a lot of time here just flying around, and you should have too, hopefully. Fina actually is in pretty decent shape. We'll stay the night here, listen to the cool music. I always like that inn theme. Okay, so next thing we want to do is we want to go upstairs. Start to hear Cupel freaking out. Proof of use. Fullness. Hello. We got another Cham. Cool. And there's also a treasure chest up here. Awesome. We got Magic Droplet 3. Now that we have all those Chams, we definitely want to feed them to Fina. I have not been feeding Chams because I have been lazy. And because I also know a little bit about Cupel. We got the Cupel Blade here. And now he's the Cupel Cone. So, the Cupel Cone, actually not a bad piece of equipment. Attack 73, as you can see, she's significantly higher attack power than Vice or Icos, and has 120 hit. So, not half bad. Fina's actually doing okay in terms of attack right now. Next thing we want to do is continue to explore. And we can actually upgrade our equipment here at this weapon shop, denoted by the bow and the sword. I don't think anyone in our party ever uses a bow, but that's okay. I like the look of this guy. He's totally lying here. It's not the best weapon shop in the game, but it's okay. We can definitely buy some new stuff. We want to buy the Nacer Cutlass for Vice. We can also buy this Nazarian mail, but we don't need to. We definitely want to buy this Agile robe, though, for the for Fina here. Because she's just rocking her own robe. I mean, not good enough, Fina, realistically. And you know what? We're also going to get this Nasrian mail for Aika. We don't really need to, but I'm going to. Because why not? Cool. How you doing? The war broke out of Valua. To keep them from being destroyed in the war, his father hid merchandise and family treasures in the city sewer system. So apparently he couldn't remember where everything was hidden, and he gave up after searching for weeks. So, there might be some treasure down in the sewers of this place. Now, I know what you're thinking, guys. Oh no, sewers, that sucks. Yeah, it does, but it's not what you think. It's not a dungeon. It's not like, oh, you should just go explore this place for treasure. It's okay. We can handle it. And here's a moonfish, I hear, but we don't want to worry. We're not going to worry too much about the moonfish right now. Whatever. I heard you, but we can get it in a little bit. We want to talk to this awesome-looking guy and fill up on our items, because we are definitely in need of that. Basically, Sacred Crystals at this point, not super good. We're going to get 4 of them, because they're not that expensive. But Sacred Crystals, we definitely want to get, like, a bunch. We have 40, that should be plenty. They finally have the Glyph of Might and the Glyph of Speed. Now, these are really good. They all, like, almost, in some ways, they kind of, like, break the game a little bit. Because what they are items that give you Increm and items that give you Quick. As you can see, it gives you Quick to the entire party and power to the one ally. So it's like retarded. It's basically, once you get those items, you never need to use Increm or Quick again. And I don't have Quick yet because I don't, that's the reason. I wasn't worried about it because I was like, oh, you can get these whatever stones and you can use that at the beginning of every boss battle. And yeah, you can always go first. Pretty good. Anyway, we got that. The next thing we want to do is we want to go look around and notice how there's a bunch of weird people on these roofs and all this stuff on these roofs. And, well, the reason there's all this weird stuff on these guys' roofs is we can go and talk to this awesome looking... I love the look of these guys. They all look cool. This guy's like goggles and it looks like he's ready to face the desert. You definitely want goggles in the desert. Aiko's actually well prepared for the desert, weirdly. But yeah, we need to take this Dabu thing. A good name. I don't know if there's anything actually named Dabu, but for whatever reason, they came up with this cool name for this critter here. And we can use it to access all these different roofs. And that's really what we want to do. First thing we'll do is we'll go to this guy, because he looks like he's having a good time. Alright, gotta see what's up with this guy. Yeah, he's the village elder. Okay, we'll listen to what this guy has to say. He's spent half his lifetime war with Valua, the Nas Sultan, charged with leading his fleet and attacking with Windminland. Yeah, okay, well, it seems like a pretty smart deal. So he's pretty into working out, I guess, even though he's the village elder. Well, I'm glad for you there, my friend. This is how we can get this treasure chest in here. If you came in here before, you wouldn't have been able to get it. We got the Naso combat mail. I might have been fooled by the Naso mail for Aika here, but yes, that's why you don't buy that. But whatever. I was tempted by the greater armor. In any event, it's a little bit better, so give it to her. Should have written that down, but I forgot. Okay, next we can go out here, chill out. Next we want to go to where the weapon store was. You remember there was a little treasure box up there and we could hear a moonfish as well. So, going up here, pretty good. I don't see you, moonfish, but now I do. Bam! We have 6 moonfish now. In pretty good shape. Cool, so the power box, that's not bad. Gives us a free cast of sleep on all enemies. Can be pretty good. Not necessarily the most useful thing, but hey, it's pretty decent. Okay, so the real reason we need to get the Dabu, other than getting all those items, is the only way to pass through this little area here to the other side of the town is to use it. Because these sands apparently are too hot to walk on. I don't know what the difference is between these sands and the ones in these fences, or why they couldn't just build a fence through this area, but I am not one to judge. So I don't really care. So before we go on here, which is where we need to go, we will go ahead and get on this little ledge here and get a item. 300 gold, pretty good. I'm not gonna complain about free money, especially after spending so much money. Even after getting all those discoveries, we barely had enough money to get everything we needed here. So it's pretty serious business. Now we could drop off here. And we're gonna go into the sewers, as mentioned by that guy. But before, we're gonna talk to this guy. Alright, everybody's a merchant in this place. Makes sense, man. Fair enough. So this is the sewer area of Nacer, and it's basically just a little labyrinth with some puzzles. Pretty easy. We can get some good stuff in here, though. We definitely want to do it. There's no reason not to do this. Other than it's a little annoying, but whatever. Who cares? Okay, so after you go here, we want to head this way. And we should hit... You can see there's a gate here that we can't enter, but there's a treasure chest in there. We'll go in here. And go up this ladder here. This is the main treasure you want to get from this area. Moonberry. Moonberries, as I've said, critical items. You definitely want to get as many as you can. It's unusual to get them from battles. In order to get all the moves in the game, you actually have to win a certain number of them from battles. But if you just get all the ones available in the game, you should be able to get all the skills for Vice, Ica, and Fina, which really is what matters. And you can definitely get at least one freaking thing from battles. I've got 3 so far, so I'm doing okay. Now here, you want to hit this little switch, and that'll switch the gates. Now you can see that I basically closed off an area and opened another, so it's a little bit of a puzzle in how you get in here. But we actually want to not do that. I just wanted to demonstrate that. And hit this button again, and the gate will flip back to where it is. You want to head past that and go over here. There should be a way over here. Okay, perfect. Now we got a button that we can press, and that'll open up these 2 gates here and close off our old pathway. If we go in here, a little bit of a maze. I'm hopefully not going to get too lost. Yeah, okay. I think I know where I am. Yes. So we can hit this button here, and that'll open up that gate. Go up. And to the west, I want to say. Yes, and we can get the excavation arm, which is another weapon for Drachma. Now, the next treasure chest is right there. We can't get that yet. We have to go down here and hit this button. That blocks us off from that direction, but if we go around here... No, actually. I think I messed up. I don't think I did. Yeah, okay, never mind. We have to go around... Man, we're... Great. I'm pretty sure this is how you get it. You have to have that gate open, obviously, which is the only way to do that is with this button. But I can't get past this gate here, and there's another gate there that's closed. And another gate here that's closed. I'm just trapped in here. There's nothing I can do. Gotta hit this button, I guess, and drop down south here and see if I can make my way around here. Yeah, I definitely want this gate to be closed. So that way, it should allow me to go in. I see. That was the problem. Dang. Thank goodness. This is a little bit more tricky than I remember it. I thought I had a grasp on how to do this, but I guess not. I apologize for this, viewers. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna persevere because we need to get this treasure chest here. Look at that. Isn't that so tempting? Okay, we're gonna hit this button. Now we're gonna go this way. Okay, that's not what we want. Problem is, this gate here, I feel like it should be open. I seem to remember that the way around is basically just go past this path here, which is always closed. Okay. I'm gonna try to open that gate over there. Make sure that's open. So the problem is... okay, perfect. I think this is... this is probably a dead end still, yes. That's okay. As long as that gate's open. Not the biggest problem. Okay, we managed to make it here. Now, close these gates. Perfect, okay, I figured it out. Now we go through here. That's fine. We hit this button again. Bam. Close that gate. Now we're able to walk all the way around and get the chest. Okay, I figured it out. That took a little bit longer than I thought. We finally got the last guy in here. We got all the treasures now in Maramba. Which is a lofty goal, I know, but we did it, guys. And now we just kind of need to hit that button. This gate is in our way. That's no good. We have to go through here. A little bit of a pain in the butt, but should be fine. This is the way out. Obviously, as you can tell from the little mini map down there. Alright. This is actually... that took a little longer than I expected, so I feel like I need to close the episode off here. We have a couple more places to explore. I'm going to explore this building, and I'll save this other one for the last, because that's the tavern, which is where we need to go for our story. We're going to talk to this fortune teller. This is Khalifa. She's the seer of the Red Moon. That's nice of you. And I'm glad she has a name, which tells us she's someone somewhat important. So if she tells you the future, why not? It's for free. East of here lies a temple in which a sacred red jewel lies buried in the hot sands. Go forth and seek your fate. Thanks, I already knew that, but that was nice of you. So we're going to end this off here, and next time we'll go into the tavern and see what's the deal with this new dancer. I'm excited, guys. Anyway, see you guys next time.